name them.
That's amazing. Okay. Like I said, we are blessed today. We are very blessed. And I'll be your host for today. My name is Maureen Kendi. So allow me to start by letting our mom, I'll call her our mom because she has been mentoring us a lot as a youth. And most of the things that we as youth go through, she is able to just mentor us, to be able to guide us, with this life. So just allow me to let her just introduce the topic for today, a very interesting topic. So we are going to discuss about dating, that topic that guys usually like to hear every single time. Yes, so Mom, kindly introduce for us what dating is, the stages, and what have you.
Thank you very much, Kendi. Yes, dating is a very, very interesting topic, and that the youth really want to know what it is. And I'm sure all of us are waiting to really know what is this dating. So basically, dating is when you just meet a new person, and that you are checking something in this person when you are in this stage of, I'm ready to maybe get married soon. So you are looking for this person who is suitable for you, whom you can be able to share your life with. So this is basically what dating is, this connection. Yeah. And so in dating, we have quite a number of different types of dating, depending on different types of people. What is suitable to me is not what is suitable to you. And so let's look at what are these types of dating. Unlike our days, nowadays there are different types and many of them, and especially now that we are in the era of the media, so there is also one called online dating. And this is basically where you meet your friends online. You have never met this person, but through chatting, you meet and you develop friendship and you continue. However, this dating online sometimes can be tricky. You have heard, I'm sure, of people who have gone online. They have had friends whom they have met on Facebook, in the other types of media, and they have ended up the wrong way. However, some of them end up in a positive way, and they can even develop their friendship and finally get married. So that is what online dating basically is. And the next one is, we call it double dates. I don't know whether you have heard something called double dates. This is typically in dating. It involves two couples going out together and having fun. It can even be more than two, not necessarily two. So you go together, and someone in the relationship might invite some friends out to go to maybe a restaurant, and there you can create rapport, and like you invite your friend, I invite my friend, we meet, and
so basically that involves when people know each other, or when, let's say for example, me and Mutaya are dating.
Yes.
And maybe Festus and let's say Wajimu are dating.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in a perspective of we as the people who are dating, we meet in a hotel or a restaurant and eat, or maybe we meet like four different friends, we don't know each other, but suddenly tukikutana na hiyo chemistry.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's the latter.
Yes.
Okay.
And yes. So the next one is called group dates. I'm sure this is a bit at least common in Africa and Kenya in particular, where maybe you go and meet friends in maybe social gathering like Barrio, Wendy. You meet, and that chemistry you're talking about, you meet and like each other, and so you decide to continue with your relationship.
So we can can also say that even a church is a place where we can
Exactly.
meet our loved ones.
Sure. You can
Okay.
meet, that is actually one of the social gatherings. We also have speed dating. Speed.
Okay.
Speed dating, yes, speed. Haraka. This is basically in the Western world where it's like you come, you're given maybe 5 to 10 minutes to meet me. Maybe you have never met me before. And within those 10 minutes or 5 or whatever minutes, you will know whether you like me or not. And from there, now we can continue and get the contact and develop our friendship. And when those 10 minutes are over, it's like the bell is rung. Your time is up. And somebody else comes to meet you so that you meet as many as possible.
Festus is kuna kitu inamuwasha.
The same thing that is hosted by this guy who calls himself Dr. Fweneke Berasidika.
I'm not very sure whether
something
it's
like a perfect match, whereby you have to meet different ladies, then you have to choose.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
It is something like that.
Okay.
Then now we also have blind dating. Blind dating is like what in our days we used to have, or our mothers used to have, whereby you have never met this person before. So you are just brought the person. You know, there are some people who are introverts. These people they are not,
Wanakanga tu kwa jumba.
yes, they are not very outgoing. They are not like able to approach a girl. So you are brought, unaleta watu, and so you can develop friendship from there, or you can decide to just say you don't like this person.
Okay.
So that is what blind dating is.
With blind dating,
Yes.
can it be like, let me give an example of Indians. Unajua Indians wanakanga kwa nyumba, then suddenly you're told you're supposed to marry this person. Will you call that blind dating?
Somehow, yes.
So we can also call that blind
Yeah.
dating. And also the one that tunaonanga kwa movies, people are blindfolded. So yeah, I'm sure guys have seen in the movies, right? Watu wanafungwa macho, mnaketi, you actually discuss.
Yeah.
So, naambiana whatever people actually say in dating, I'm sure you will also cover that. Yes, that will also be called blind dating.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Although now this one has maybe a few disadvantages, such that you have just been brought someone, you didn't know how this person looked like before. Maybe you won't even like the physical appearance. But if you are that kind of the introvert, have it. Msema ni sawa tu, acha nichukue. Yes.
If I may chip in a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. Should we say that also whereby you find that maybe let's say a guy, maybe his mother or his father, they get involved in searching for the one. Could we call it also blind dating, whereby they have to get someone who you'll get married to?
They get someone for you.
Yeah.
Yes, this is basically where you are not involved. Unaletewa tu. Yes.
Blind dating.
Yes.
What if you are choosing someone and they want someone for you? You have someone that you love, but they are bringing someone that they think is best for you or fits you. So,
I think it basically depends on you as an individual, and also what you are. If this is what like you have shown them like you are not able to, otherwise how do they start looking for one for you? You know, it all starts with you. And you can even be brought and actually say, I don't think this is the right person for you. Because remember, life is for the two of you. So,
I've asked this because I know of a friend. Okay, she used to date someone back in campus. And then they developed their friendship for quite a long time, like 5 years they were dating. Then now when time came, the leaders to present the guy to their family, his father rejected the guy because he came from a certain community, but the lady alikuwa tu alisha stick, this is the guy I should get married to. And the father is telling her, tafuta this kind of grab. So unaona, in that kind of a scenario unaweza sema, how would you categorize that kind of thing? Is it kind of a conflict, ama also is can be grouped in those types of dating?
I think where you are going is prearranged marriage.
Something like that.
I think we need to look at the perspective. Now, how would you guys date? Let me ask you, have you ever dated? So what is dating today as for you young people? I mean, I feel a bit awkward because I don't think Maureen, your father will rearrange anything for anyone for you.
He can't do that, I'm sure.
Mom and dad, neither would you. So let's get into perspective. What is dating as today's young people? How do you date now? Maybe then you can tell us more on aspect of what are the stages of dating.
Yeah.
So that now Maureen can know. Now I'm dating. So when I'm walking with this guy home, it's a date. Or when is it a date? When does it become a date? Yeah. When does you start dating and things like that?
Thank you. Maybe before we get there, let's first of all finish the types of dating, then we get to the process or the stage. So the next one is casual dating. Casual dating is where we just meet like the way we have met, or you meet in whatever gathering. So you meet many people, but in that group of people, you spot someone that you have, you have liking for, and you may strike and start a friendship from there.
I feel that casual dating is one that guzas our generation. Please, by all means, correct me if I'm wrong, because najua siku hizi tunakutananga na mtu tu anywhere, especially in the streets. I'm telling you guys have that. Unatembea ukienda home, unakutana na mtu, sasa nipe number and compare.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah, thanks.
Unapeana number and it becomes na sasa ingine mnakutana church, the same way the way you were saying the group dating, mnakutana mnaongea. So I think that the casual and the group dating actually touches more of our generation, because that is how guys are able to approach the girl child. Yeah, personally that's how I feel about that.
Exactly. Yes, that is actually just what it is.
Okay.
And then the final one is serious dating. Serious, it is serious or exclusive dating.
More like the London one.
Now this is where you have now actually just spotted now the one you think, have you ever had love at first sight? You have seen her and you are like, yes, I think this is the one.
I think I've seen that only in the movies. If someone, by all means, if you have met the love of your life by the first sight, please feel free to just tell us. People like us to Amini, we just see that in the movies. Just idea to actually see that it's actually true.
So this one refers to just, you are now not meeting a group, you are meeting one person. It's not like when now you have gone out with like 10 people, so it is.
Let me ask you a question. Nitajua je nikikutana na Brian, which is the serious dating, because you say it is only one.
Yes.
Basically, among those ones that you have told us, ni kama zinaenda na
dating, when you say dating is basically just like taking your friend out, or friends. And that's why we were talking about the group, the online, the what. But now this one, it's not the group you're taking out. You are now taking one person out to know each other more. You get?
So it's deliberate.
Yes, yes.
And you're taken out?
Yes.
So is there a difference between dating and flirting?
Yes. Basically now, when you talk about dating, it's not really anything like that serious. We have met and we are now trying to know each other.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is what basically
So
is the
flirting is
connection.
also part of dating.
Yes, it is.
Now, before Rev actually said about flirting, you said it is taking someone out.
Yes.
Excuse me, my fellow youth. Umesikia mama amesema nini? Taking people out. History yenu ya Netflix and chill. Please, usidanganywe ati you are dating. Haujapelekwa date. I'm telling you ladies, please allow me by all means. My fellow gentleman. Upelekwe date. Rev, kwanza. Upelekwe date. Tuelewane. My ladies, please, tuelewane. Upelekwe date. Mutoke nje in a nice restaurant. Unasikia vizuri, you dress up and go. Si ati unaketi mahali ati unaambiwa story unadanganywa and you think you are dating.
But I remember she just said you are taken out.
Yes.
You can be taken to you just spend time there. You too.
I do not differ with that.
Yeah.
But now my problem comes in with, you know, this our generation, munaambiwa Netflix and chill. By all means, I know kuna watu nimeguzia lakini poleni. You know, wanakuambia Netflix and chill, especially in campus. It is very common. Mkikaa huko kwa bed sitter in those two houses, unaambiwa Netflix and chill, or maybe you're told to go to someone's house. I mean, that is not dating. You have dating. Hata kutoka tu hiyo dating. Unajua before you were doing what? It is date. You are taken for a date. Tuelewane, please tuelewane. So, to you even Uhuru Park is okay. I'm not differing. Sina shida na yo. But please, I'm just saying that the way mom has said, it's out. Kindly avoid your enclosure.
Sure. Yeah.
Can you see the way this gentleman is dressed? Can you imagine unapelekwa na mtu date akiwa ameng'ara hiyo suti hivyo? Hata at least akikwambia tu maneno 1 2 3 unasikia by the way. Tell me more. You know. So please, just allow to be taken out and do not condone anything like closed. Moving on swiftly.
By the way, hiyo maneno ya close ni unakuwa sina minus opportunity.
Exactly.
Rev has said it.
Ukikaa watu wawili na kuna simple mna produce ma hormones na mko hot like garam chai.
It's very dangerous.
The probability you'll see is one. It's definite. Kwa hivyo dating should always be out somewhere.
You have been told.
Yes.
Toke nje lakini si sahi tafadhali. Si kwa bed sitter. Yes, even that one.
Yeah, take a nature walk.
Asikwambia mwende kwa balcony ati ni nje.
Ladies, he is a gentleman. Ameanza kutuibia siri. So please take notes. Take notes.
Wow.
Okay, ma'am. You can go on.
Wow.
That was
Thank you. Okay, so then now that we are in the church, what is it that we are looking for in dating? Or how do we date? Is there a way of the Christian way of doing it? And yes, it is. There is. And the first stage of the process of dating is no kujuana. And research has shown in this acquaintance stage, which is ideally getting to know each other, is possibly through maybe a gathering like we said. It could be church gathering, it could be wedding, whatever kind of gathering. And in this one, there isn't much commitment. What is the commitment there anyway? Because you have just met and you're getting to know each other. So research has shown that the commitment in this first stage is just 5%. So that is the very first stage. And
quickly, I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
That means we should organize this such forums.
Sure.
So that they can be able to meet and socialize without specializing, without being in the, what is that place you call?
The bedsitter.
The bedsitter.
Netflix and chilling in the bed sitter. Uto to manyumba.
Without Netflix thing. I'm getting you.
Yes, I mean pata.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And in this stage, it is recommended that these people who have met, now they need to be aware at what questions do you ask each other. You've just met. You don't know much about each other. After all, you are not even committed to each other because, you know, amujuani. So you need to ask a question like, you know, yeah, we've met you and I've liked the way you look. So what do you like? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? You know?
Okay.
Do you know your unique purpose in the kingdom of God? You know, we have met in church, for example.
Okay.
So what is it that, basically it's, do you know yourself? Do you know who you are as a Christian? And do you know what you are looking for anyway? Yes, we've met. You are ready to start dating, but exactly what are you looking for? What are your goals? What are my goals in this? What is, you know, you can also talk about maybe your family, you know. I have 3 sisters, I have 2 brothers, I have, you know. What is your family dynamic like?
Kujuana.
Yeah.
Mom, I'd like to ask a question.
Sure.
You know, I'm not saying that every single person who is in our youth today is not born again. But most of them, some of them are not like fully, like they believe in God, yes, but you know, actually forwarding the ways of Christ.
Yes.
Most of us just fall short of the glory of God and we are sinners before Him. So for example, I am the kujuana part.
Yes.
Tumenda date day 1. I like this person, but this person is not a Christian. Is not a Christian. Like, unajua kuna ile you go to church, but that person is not fully a Christian. You can be a Christian, but the other person is not.
Yes.
Because as much as we are told you're supposed to date a person who is a believer of God and everything, what if I really like him, but he is not a believer of Christ? How do I start that conversation? Nani day 1. Vile nitakalisha hiyo conversation tusiboekeane. Because things can get very awkward on dates. You know it. Very awkward.
Unajua, ukisema kujuana, haiwezi kuwa ni kama instant coffee. Yani mtana mtu noshamjua instantly.
Si possible.
Hiyo the probability that kitu kama hiyo inaweza happen ni very low. Lazima ukakae na mtu umcheki, ujue sila sana vaga suti vile, unasaidia na vaga majongai ama machuita. So lazima it's all mimi nafikiria ina take time. Hiyo kujuana chupa time.
Yeah, it takes time.
Okay. If I may chip in a little bit. Okay, in that process of kujuana, does it mean now is whereby now there are no much expectations? Maybe there might be little some kind of conditions, blah blah, vitu kidogo tu zenye one expect from each other, but you don't expect too much because you're in the process of knowing each other.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So it's sort of different from now there. Maybe those late stages when now you have dated, you have known each other, you are ready for something.
Sure.
Okay.
Remember, as we said, the commitment is only 5%. And also remember, your expectations is what kills you. You know what you are expecting me to do. But this is a very initial stage, surely. If I'm 5% committed to you,
why would you expect so much?
Why do you expect so much from me?
Okay.
Kwa hivyo kunaweza kuwa kuna naive realism. Yani una expect kitu ambacho
akiko, yes.
Kwa sababu unajua hii maneno kwa kaka mnaangalia Netflix. Mpaka una maimagine zako zina imagine vitu kwa nika kama
you imagine
hata kuna background music.
Yes. You imagine this man loves you. You imagine, you know?
Yes, I think also maybe in terms of, I think, okay, sometimes maybe you can give someone that kind of hope to to expect something. At the moment now they're expecting something, I think they should also be lenient also, or you should be lenient in terms of how much you expect. Because I think you're growing, as you are saying.
Yes.
Then again, you're developing that kind of, maybe I met Maureen, she has been single, I has been single, so I had not been committed to someone.
Yes.
So I'm in the process of learning how to be committed to someone. So that's why I think, yes, expectations are put because of the hopes that you give someone, but still they should not be that very much.
They shouldn't.
I agree. So basically, in that vile umesema stage 1 ya kujuana, we as youth, we basically should not be having too much expectations.
Not
That is
too much.
basically.
There is almost no expectation here actually. Haumjui
Okay.
who is this?
Anaweza kuwa mse ako na temper tantrum au anaweza kuwa wewe ni ISTJ na yeye ni EST something. Uko different temperaments.
Okay.
Lazima kwanza
So basically, the first day, guys should not have too much expectations. As much as kuna kwanga na expectation. Unajua mtu akikubamba kuna vile tu una expecting ituka something mkienda day 1 on the date. But basically, we should not expect too much.
Yes.
Okay. Take note of that. Please do not expect too much from that person at day 1. Tusipatiane pressure in short. Yes. Please go on, ma'am.
And remember the Bible as guidelines for a Christian marriage. If you look at Genesis 2:18, and remember, marriage is God's idea. It's not our idea. We met ourselves that way. So therefore, you really need to look for someone who is godly. Also, Corinthians tells us not to be equally yoked with this person who doesn't believe what you believe.
True.
So if in case you do, how is your future life going to be like? It is going to be very difficult. And remember, most of the land is they just fall for it, and for anyone like you are asking if someone is not serious with God. So when you go back home now, this person, you tell yourself, this man is going to change. I'm going to preach to him, he's going to change. That is going to be very, very difficult. Yes.
During this stage for acquaintance,
Yes.
expectations, does it mean that now, okay, does it mean that I just have to focus on you, I can be acquainted to 2 or 3 or 5?
Yeah, you can. Acquaintance is it another one for friendship?
2
You can have as many
5.
friends as
just can be
possible.
somebody you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes,
Like
true.
in the office you could be
Yeah.
because I know you work together.
Yeah.
So as in speaking of acquaintance in the context of expect people.
Yes. This is why I said that there is no much commitment here. You have met, you don't know each other, so you are trying to learn each other slowly by slowly. But please don't rush. Nowadays young people are, everything is like instant.
Haraka, haraka.
And this is where we are finding a lot of conflicts. And you can see the marriages that are taking 3 to 6 months. They're very big wedding, but since you didn't know each other, when you go now to stay together, you start
so
learning each
sad.
other, and you're like, this is not what I got married to. Simply because you didn't take time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and I think time is not on our side. I want to throw spanner in the works. Then maybe I have a very strong feeling we might have to come again and continue this conversation.
It's actually a broad topic. I agree.
She has only given us 1 point. And how many others?
I wish we could have finished there.
Okay, why don't you finish them? Then we can share the scriptures we have.
Yeah. Then the third stage is courtship.
That,
Yes.
the first stage,
The first stage we send is acquaintance. And then the second stage is called friendship. Now you have become friends, Now you are spending a lot of time together.
From a person you know to a friend.
Yes. Now you have learned, I think this is the kind of a person that I would like. So now you create a strong friendship, strong bonds, and now you continue learning each other more and more. you get to know maybe is this person having some medical conditions. How is this person? How does this person maybe behave like when they're under stress? You know?
If I may get him, okay. I think now in that stage, the second stage, which is friendship.
Yes.
I think now that's where intimacy starts, because intimacy is not about how people define it. If I can draw maybe an illustration from the Bible, I can call David and Jonathan friendship intimacy. It was so intimate, such that whatever he could feel even in his soul, he could share to David. It was so such that it was so protective, very open, and
Sure.
So najipata in that stage, I think where you open up, Maureen is ready to tell me anything.
Anything.
Yeah? And she never feel judged or fed.
Yes. You can be intimate with your sister.
So I think that is now where we miss it. Because the moment now you develop that kind of friendship, is when now you open up, you know each other.
Yes.
The point of now, una confirm manzi nyewe mimi nataka kutetea mse.
Remember, you have not even proposed to each other at this stage. You know, you are friends, only
So
that you are
need to
friends.
just socialize without specializing. You just socialize and you are friends.
You are friends.
So close friends.
The guy has not even proposed to you. No, you are now developing very, very strong bond and getting to know each other seriously.
So basically you're like best friends.
Yes.
We're very tight best friends. Ndio msikuwe na besties. You know what I mean by besties, guys? That's a story for another day. We'll cover that topic because I'm sure that's a very broad topic where you get a boyfriend and they are not sure about that bestie, or you have a girlfriend and they're not sure about that bestie. So basically, we will cover those topics, we will ask those questions, and we'll be able to just answer them fully so that we can understand why this person that munataka kusonga hadi hiyo stage ya courtship ama marriage, why you should be able to disclose every single bit of information bila kuogopa, ndio? Every single bit of information. Ndio sasa usiku unaenda nje kuambia watu vitu zingine, so that you can be friends. The way Festus has put it, that you can be able to be so intimate. Tunaelewana, so intimate, like that person is you everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nasika closed door kwa keja.
No.
Yeah, so the next stage is now where we are talking about courting. And this is the stage now where you basically kind of, you are almost sure now this is the person that you want to really spend the rest of your life together. And research has shown that at this stage, there is at least 65% commitment.
Okay.
65% is quite a big percentage. Yeah, so you are quite committed to each other. However, it doesn't mean that now, because it is 65%, it is cast on a stone that it must be you. No. At this stage, I can still discover something that I don't like that is very serious, and I still break up with you. Yeah. So you need to be very, very careful, because so that we don't now come back to say, oh, I didn't know this about my boyfriend, I didn't know this about my girlfriend. However, you may not know everything. It's difficult to know everything about a human being. So we continue learning. But basically, at least you have known quite a bigger percentage of your friend, and you are almost sure that this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And yeah.
That is basically the positive and the negative ones, because we are not perfect as human beings.
Sure.
Unajua tukiendelea tu tukipendana or being friends, kuna tu habits twingine kila mtu anakuanga nato.
Sure.
We have our two good habits na tuko na tule two bad habits. And I'm sure if you're friends with someone, I'm not perfect. Rad, you're not perfect. Mom, you're not perfect. Pati, you're not perfect. Even Pastor is not perfect.
No one is
if
perfect.
you want to actually make something work with a person, uta have to compromise uta to habits kwenye wanakuanga nato. Please, by all means, I hope you agree with me.
But discuss about it, and let your partner know.
Communication.
Communicate.
Some which you cannot tolerate. Na ukiona vitu zingine zinatokeaga mdogo mdogo, yani sele mna date.
Yes.
usi expect zitakuwa less ukiingia kwa relationship.
Like we said last time, the red flags.
Yeah. Actually, that's a red flag of showing you there's something. That's just a tip of the iceberg. There is a bigger thing underground.
Yes.
So find out, explore more.
That is where you said we are learning.
Yes.
To learn.
I believe, if I may get in about, there is, I may find someone. She has her own that she has gone through. And she is already ready to disclose everything.
Yes.
She is ready to talk about all that. And what she wants from me is someone who she can trust. She can be around her as she nurture those wounds that she has gone through.
Sure.
I think that is very acceptable. Because this person who has already trusted you with what she has gone through, what she is experiencing, and she wants to correct it, to make it work and better with you. So if someone is open to that extent, I don't believe it's something that can chase you away.
Yes and no. Yes, because yes, this person wants to open up to you. But what is the goal of this person? What is your goal? Remember, when someone is wounded, they are very vulnerable.
True.
Like you have seen most of, let's take an example of a spouse who has passed away. You remember those people who come to console you? You know, most of them have a very ill motive.
Hidden agendas.
They have hidden agendas. And because they know this person needs consolation at this time, they take advantage of you. So it is very, very important to be careful.
Yes.
Yes, I know I am hurt. I know I am vulnerable. So why am I pouring everything to this person? How come I trust this person so much like this? So know yourself, know your motives, so that you are not taken advantage of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, Mom, you're saying that, as per what I am understanding, is you may know a person, but you have to be willing to know the things you are ready to compromise and maybe tolerate. And whatever you may compromise is not like something that will make you get suffocated in that friendship or relationship, basically. So basically, we should be ready to compromise, but still not tolerate things that we will feel suffocated in a relationship.
Remember, relationship is give and take. There is that which I'm bringing to this relationship, and that there is what you are bringing. You cannot expect me, for example, even if I'm like the husband, to bring everything and you and just sit in there. You know, it's not possible.
Lakini simama watu wanasemanga pesa ya bwana yangu ni yangu.
That is, in my view,
I hear people say that.
In my view, I think you need to share. Huh?
Okay.
Because this is like surely tormenting this other, your partner. Huh? And in any case, before you came together and became serious, like you want to get married, did you discuss about it? Huh? What are your goals?
Okay. If we can revisit the Bible, I think is all about getting an helper.
Yes.
Also a companion.
Sure.
Because I remember
I was preparing to read. When you finish, then I will read.
So I was saying, when, let's say the case of Adam, when everything was created, everything was at his disposal. Alikuwa na kila kitu akitaka. Mali yote alikuwa hapo. But he was not satisfied. His companion was not there. Alikuwa na feel lonely, despite all that thing, all those things that were created by God.
Sure.
So it came a point, Mungu akaumba another human being. When alimuona akasema ni nyama whatever the bones of my bones should be called woman.
Yeah.
Okay? So I believe when I'm approaching someone or the other way, I'm getting an helper, a companion of whom I want to build with, to be close to everything.
Sure.
So it's not someone that I just want to be giving, but someone who will even help me grow.
Yes.
The ideas I have, they can
Exactly.
be better.
Exactly.
So I think that is where
I'm tempted to rudely interrupt you.
No, it's okay. It's
But
okay.
let me read that scripture. There is some critical aspects.
For us to like fully understand.
One, God looked. Actually, Mrs. Inanga, Madam Anne, instructed to it when she was teaching.
Yes.
And when she said, God saw it was not good for man to be
Alone.
So what does God do? He speaks to everything, but when it comes to get man the helper, and note the helper is not a weaker being. The word helper is only used with one other person, God himself.
Yes.
When the helper word used to describe the woman is making out of the man is used with God himself. Now, when he makes him to go to a deep sleep, he removes from him the first surgery.
Yes.
Hebu cheki hawa sasa walipo kuchekiana umse alisema flesh of my flesh vile nani ya Festus anajaribu kushow. Lakini the last verse of chapter 2 inasema and they were both naked and the man and his wife were not ashamed. As in like kulikuwa kuna flow, tunasema kuna kwa vibes, yani chemistry kulikuwa
imekubaliana,
ilikuwa exchange moja, hakunaga kuficha kitu, walikuwa pamoja, yani walikuwa intrinsically linked. Ngoja nitumie lugha ya kimayai, you cannot separate. Twende Genesis chapter 3 verse 7. Kunatokea hiyo story. After that wanasemekana wako naked, sasa wanaanza kujifunika. So ukienda Psalms 51:5, from the day me and you are conceived, because of the first original sin, watu tunazaliwa kama tuko wasee ambao wana, yani kuna shida baina original design ile Mungu alidesign, kulikuwa kunataka kuwe na shida baina ya mwanamume na mwanamke. Lakini sasa hivi mnakuwa kama feminist ingine, una story ati mnaonewa, si ndio? Saa ingine.
Now you know what you're mentioning is a very right topic, and it's very sensitive.
But all said and done, you note they were together. There was no separation. There was no insubordination. They were one, and there was no shame. But today, now, how do you approach you and your value system and the other person with the value system? Munachekiana, munaangalia all perspective, na muna socialize bila kuspecialize. Na hata mkimaliza hiyo story, munawachoka mnyinyi ni friends. Na kulikuwa kuna physical abuse, kulikuwa kuna emotional abuse, kulikuwa kuna kuenjoyana. Kwa sababu nasikia msana anakuja kuopen up kwako, anakuja kuopen up, hujui kuna kuweza kwa kuna anterior motive. Unaona? Ama posterior motive, wacha anterior. Kuna kwa kitu inaweza. Na on that note, mimi na feel Mungu original design sasa turudi to what God intended us to be. Tutafute na tuelewe, ndio sasa tukianza kufanya relationship tunaenda na hiyo referral. Na ukikumbuka sisi ni sinners minus opportunity. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God.
Yes.
Sawa, asante.
So thank you.
And remember, even when they are naked, they are not even aware, they are not ashamed, you know? They are there because that is what God intended.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so from there we go to the engagement stage. And this engagement stage is now where the man officially proposes to you.
Okay.
And now you start arranging your wedding. You start looking at yourselves, what is our financial status, what do we have. But young people remember marriage and it's not about big weddings. It's not about how much money I earn, how much money you earn. It is how much can we help each other, how much, you know. So you don't have to look for $1 million so that you can have a big wedding. Nowadays, actually, even pastors can arrange for you, and you have a very, very simple wedding. Remember, what is most important is your future life. And so the next 4th or 5th stage is now marriage. You now get married. Now you are together.
Happily
and
it's a covenant.
It is a covenant.
Not a contract.
No, it is not a contract. Marriage is a covenant. And so here now we can talk about that and don't have sex. Have it as many times as you want, you know. Yeah, and basically those are the stages of dating. And remember, you need to know this other person very, very well, so that you don't have problems later.
Of which that one basically falls in the acquaintance and friendship.
Yes.
Those first stages.
Yes.
Is there a time span which somebody can take to know when they have never met?
Mm.
Like now, she has never met him. So how long do they take to really know that they are now acquaintance? As in, like, they are now becoming friends.
It really.
As a part of a spontaneous combustion.
I think it depends. Yeah, how frequent are you? How frequently are you meeting?
Also, I think also the level of commitment.
Yes.
Yes.
How much are you committed to each other?
And the openness also, because if you are not open to me and we meet and I start seeing some red flags, you know, things like, hey, this person, like I feel I'm not happy with you. I feel maybe like you're selfish.
Yes.
I feel like there's something wrong, like you are attacking me more than maybe defending me.
Yes.
Like you are showing signs of abuse, and we are not really fully committed to each other. So it is very, very important for each one of us to feel safe in this relationship before you say I do.
The last question,
Yes.
something
Yes,
that
as we wind up.
is really, I think, is something that is rapidly happening. Let's say I've met someone. We started as friends. Then we had this idea of dating now.
Yes.
Okay, going up to maybe marriage. Then at some point, you're friends.
Yeah.
It never worked out. Some even become enemies, they don't talk. And I remember the first thing you started with friendship.
Yes.
You had no expectations, ile kubwa. Hamkuwa na mweset hizo boundaries na nini. So ilikata work out kabisa. Is it a must now that the friendship is cut off because of such kind of things? Because for me, by my opinion on the same question, I believe we started as friends, then we realized at some point, for us going to marriage, it can never work. You can afford to just being friends.
Yes.
Friends ni hivyo na mnaendelea na maisha. Because, okay, I've seen it in Western countries, whereby someone was dating, maybe, let's say, Brian was dating never. Then Maureen with his Abby sometimes to come, anasema she was a nice girl na nini. Walienda vizuri but it never worked for them.
Yes.
Namwambia tu kama it worked for you, all the best for you guys.
Exactly.
Na I wish all the best.
Yeah.
But here unapata most of the cases inafika point hata mtu ana block mwingine. Because kuna kitu ulikuwa na expect na ikuwa.
Yes.
So I think in that scenario, maybe when you're coming to the next kind of discussion,
The next session.
How much they should respect and boundaries that you set to make sure that the friendship they started is not affected because of this thing not working.
Yes.
Actually, if you are open to each other, you even tell your friend, by the way, yes, this is what you are expecting from me, but in my opinion, I feel this cannot work because of ABCD. If you are talking and you are discussing together, you are open to each other, you can even leave each other and peacefully, But it doesn't have to be, like you are fighting.
Yes.
You are supposed to leave each other in a very friendly manner.
Thank you so much, Mom. This session has been so interactive, so informative. I just hope that each and every one of us who are at home there, we are able to actually understand those 5 things that we have been told. So as we are there at home, kindly just take notes. Just as you go through the session, be able to just understand each and everything that we have been taught, the 5 stages from acquaintance to friendship to courtship to actually the engagement, and like the biggest thing of actually saying you actually do and you're ready to actually spend the rest of your life with the person. So like Rev has said, marriage is not a contract, it's a covenant. So guys, let's meet next week, same time, same place.